Welcome to episode 91 of the Pack Life Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, along with my family. Beside me, we got first arrival and a Super Bowl champion, Mr. Jaylen Benjamin.
Yeah, man. Just another day, you feel me? Blessed to be alive.
Diagonally, we got my cousin, Mr. Damon.
Thank you for having me. Yes, sir.
And last but not least, we got somebody that drinking tea in your hood, Mr. Cut Carter. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Winning.
I'm well. Damon, Cut.
Losing.
Sipping and chilling.
Another Pack Life Pod episode. Same old shenanigans.
Before we start, Valentine's Day is this Sunday. How are you guys? What are you guys doing for this Valentine's Day weekend? Are you celebrating?
I'll go.
Okay, Carter, what do you got for us, bud?
I'll be giving out a discount on our latest hoodie. One, as you can see, one Jaylen has on. Those hoodies will be available for $40 instead of $50. We're gonna bring them on down for you. Buy two, get $80. And we got pink Valentine's Day pink, and in honor of that, I got on a throwback Valentine's Day hoodie.
Those were definitely a fan favorite from my sources.
Yes, they were. Beautiful hoodie.
What about you, Damon? What you doing for Valentine's Day, my friend, my buddy?
A little road trip, maybe. Seeing my girl and whatnot. I'm on the run, man. Will not be hearing from y'all boys. Football season is over. Basketball season, we just appreciate the game. I get to duck off a little bit, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm. And JB, what are you doing for this Valentine's Day weekend, my friend?
Spending some time with the wife, Also spending some time with my daughters as well. Showing them love on Valentine's Day, of course.
Say it again. I was just making sure you said it right. Valentine's Day.
You know how to say Valentine's Day?
That's what I said.
It sounded like you said Valentine's, but could just be me.
See, sometimes, bro, people just be looking for little stuff to hate on. You gotta just ignore them. You gotta get real good at that.
That's real foreshadow. And my Valentine's Day plans, my girl back in town, so gonna have a little date on Saturday.
Date?
Yeah,
going Roof Chris?
Nah, one of her favorite spots is Papados, so you might get takeout. I don't know yet. It's raining Saturday, so I don't know.
Boy, talking about some takeout.
Boy, he is not sitting in no restaurant. Next.
And speaking of sitting down, Tom Brady sat down and won his 7th Super Bowl ring on Sunday. It wasn't even a game, 31-9, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes running away for his life. No help from the offensive line. Even his stud receivers, Tyreek Hill dropping passes, Travis Kelce dropping passes. On the other end, Tom Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl. Tampa Bay wins their 2nd Super Bowl in their franchise history, led by Brady and his second quarter surge with 3 touchdowns in the first half. And it was capped off by a Leonard Fournette opening drive and a half touchdown run. Playoff Lenny, Super Bowl Lenny, and now Lombardi Lenny. So, Super Bowl is in the books. Brady is forever and always the GOAT, and that sparked the greatest athlete ever conversation. But we didn't get that far yet. Let's talk about the game. Who would like to kick it off for this Super Bowl coverage of Super Bowl 55?
Jaylen can have the floor.
I would love to hear what y'all have to say. I said all I had to say last week.
Damon, you got
it? Just a shocker, really. I mean, Bucks came out and handled business. We doubted them all year. To be honest, really the dumbass on here that's driven that leading force for them. So we've had to put up with it, but we've heard all season about the shenanigans. So it was good to see them put it out. Jaylen said it. I mean, he wasn't worried. So no touchdowns. I mean, got to give them their respect. So congrats to the Bucks. Congrats to Brady on number 7, playoff Lenny, Lombardi Lenny. But let's pump the brakes on the repeat. Okay. I'm seeing clips of Mike Evans talking about we'll see y'all next year. Shut the hell up. Shut up.
One catch.
Just
Super Bowl champion Mike Evans. Come correct.
1 catch.
How many your receivers got in the Super Bowl? How many catches Mike Thomas got in the Super Bowl? Or DK? Or Tyler Lockett?
Well, I guess they're not that far away. Gotta catch one.
Hey, 1 is greater than 0.
Jaylen, from watching the game, what did you notice? What was the biggest deciding factor that the Bucs won this game?
Like I said, we're gonna get after old Patty. I said this. I did not foresee us holding them scoreless. Not scoreless, but touchdownless. I didn't see that at all. That shocked me. I didn't know he was gonna come and play that well. But like I said, the pass rush, getting after Mahomes, and also, man, like I love the adjustment of putting Sean on Tyreek instead of Carlton Davis, just based upon the fact like Sean been really playing well. So, Todd Bowles did his thing, and I feel like he deserves more credit. Yeah, Brady did his thing, but at the same time, holding Mahomes in that offense to no touchdowns, I mean, the whole defense should have won MVP, bro. Like, honestly, hats off to Todd Bowles, man. Them boys balled.
Listening to you talk is just so.
But that brings me to one of the bigger takeaways from the game. We saw coming into the postseason in the Super Bowl how Eric Bieniemy was the touted black head coach that was seeking to get a head coaching job, but Byron Leftwich, the OC of the Bucs, and Todd Bowles, the DC of the Bucs, weren't getting a lot of credit. Do you think after this game, Cut Carter, they'll get a little, maybe possibly even an interview next season? Leftwich and Bowles.
I think it's kind of crazy that they didn't get interviews this time. I didn't understand that when we were talking about it yesterday, but I thought it was because they didn't. I didn't know how the head coach, like the OC DC spots was filled, but then again, it's like they already had those positions, so they don't want to move to the same level. They want to move up a level.
Right.
So the fact that, especially the Texans, kind of they didn't give him a call, it's kind of weird. And then especially Leftwich for me with the Texans. As far as Todd Bowles had his run with the Jets, but I don't look at that as a real run because the Jets like there's not much you could do to save that team. However, he did have Jamal Adams and them playing pretty good when he had them. It's just the offensive side of the ball. But
I believe I saw a stat that was said the last time the Jets had a winning season was under Bowles. I think they went 9-7 that year.
That's what I'm saying. But they couldn't get over, and that's when Brady was still running the AFC.
Yeah, right.
So. And the Dolphins weren't that good either, I don't think, during that time. So I don't think he got a fair shake. I'd love to see him get another team, like a team where he could have like them dogs. A team that could really, like, I'm not gonna say Pete Carroll might, retire or something like that, but I'd love to see if he got back with Jamal Adams in Seattle, what he could do eventually. So I mean, yeah, I think they'll get the calls next time, but it's kind of bad they didn't get him this time.
I would have liked to have seen him out there in LA.
That would have been interesting, but I think they wanted to go with a younger coach.
They went offensive mind, didn't they?
They went defensive, but they went when he's 38 years old. They wanted to go young,
which makes sense because their team is pretty young, except like Melvin.
Yeah,
Chris Harris.
Before we get off the Super Bowl, let's talk about it from the Chiefs' perspective. Do we hold this game against Mahomes in the grand scheme of things? Jaylen, you were calling him. He will be the greatest. You were saying that's documented. Do you still feel that way after this game?
Yes. Mahomes is a special talent, bro. I mean, but the offensive line thing, he was still making the throws. I feel as if his receivers more so let him down. So I mean, just look at the throws he was still getting off, bro. Like the dude is special. Like, and on top of that, I mean, okay, they lost this year. They could potentially come back and bounce back and win next year, and then also 2-peat, 3-peat, whatever they want to do. But I don't think this goes against Patrick Mahomes' legacy at all, bro. Like, it's his first Super Bowl loss. Brady got like what, 3 of them?
Yeah, no, this is his second appearance, first loss, and got 1 win last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Damon, it felt like Russell Wilson was playing in that game the way Mahomes was running. How you feeling, man?
I mean, just very telling, but I was told that nobody could go out and win a game like that, and I've seen it for the past decade, but. Anyways, I just find it interesting that, it's just so easy to get back to Super Bowl now. And, now they have a chance to run it up and everything like this. But Rodgers has won Super Bowl and has been to one Super Bowl. I understand he's in the NFC, but people are already writing in Mahomes' ticket to come back and bounce back next year. I mean, they are a powerhouse, don't get me wrong, but there's an offseason coming up. There's an opportunity for many teams to get better. And it remains to be seen where the biggest chips on the board may land. Deshaun Watson, if somebody's willing to pay a price, but we'll see if he stays in conference, if he even moves at all. Lamar will take a step forward, Josh Allen and all these guys. So let's pump the brakes on the GOAT talk. He has a long time to go ahead and add to his legacy. But to me, he was never in that all-time class already.
Carter, is Mahomes still on the
My bad.
trajectory to being the GOAT?
Mahomes only 25, I believe. The sky is limitless for him, as I do think the Bucs exposed some of the issues that they were having, and that's due to Eric Fisher being gone and Lebron Tardif. I think I'm not saying it right, but he opted out the season to go do medical work on COVID in Canada. They were missing him at right guard. They just had a lot of problems up front, but I think this exposes that O-line is important to those that don't think it is. No matter how many weapons you got outside, if you don't have O-line, you're not going to do what you want to do. I think Mahomes showed that he was, he was going to fight for it, and he did. He made throws some people have never seen anybody doing a professional game, never thought they were capable of. So for him, I still think the sky is limitless. Do I think that the run might be over for a while? Potentially. I think now, if they don't beef up that O-line or, fix some of the issues that the Bucs exposed, then there goes the Ravens or the Bills or those other teams that are their trajectory is like, they overachieved this year basically. So their trajectory is up. The Browns, teams like that. So I think he's still the best quarterback by like play wise in the league still. Yes.
All right, I got you. Before we move off the game, did you guys enjoy the weekend's halftime performance? How was it?
I'm a weekend stan. Like I'm an XO, so I enjoyed it. Thought it was amazing.
So,
I've been listening to that Super Bowl playlist I made all week and the highlights, the highlights project that was released. I just want to say it goes to tell you how great the weekend is that, we already got a greatest hits album. So, hey man,
I think Blinding Lights might be the number one song, like the most played, most streamed song ever all time now or something.
I don't know about all time.
I don't know about all time, but they said this album is the most streamed.
No, the song. They said that song is literally like a record now.
I didn't hear that.
I ain't hear that.
Complex posted it. I'll find it.
You bringing up fake stats?
Complex? Come on, Derek.
Complex does music stats. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Jaylen, you enjoyed the performance, man, or you got a different opinion?
Come on,
you was
dog.
locked in, huh, Jaylen? You wasn't worried about the performance, huh, Jaylen?
Come on, dog. Of course. Highlight of the night, bro. This made it even better. My boys won, and we get to see my boy, you know what I'm saying, do his
boys.
thing.
But you literally hopped off the.
Yeah, were y'all surprised that was no guest? There was no guest.
It was surprising, but with COVID, I understand.
All right, Jaylen, you are the champion of the NFL. What were your final thoughts before we move in transition to the offseason?
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is we are now the best. Well, let me preface this. Let me say, we now in the division of the NFC South have the most Super Bowls. This is a fact. This is not opinion. This is a fact. Put some respect on my boys. I don't see y'all bringing up playoff Lenny name when he said running back too. Y'all ain't got nothing to say about him?
Nah, he different.
Oh, okay.
He could run it back. I hope it's not with y'all.
Well, he's already said he wants to come back.
Well,
yeah,
a lot of
you can say that,
that salary cap
We
not going
just
to agree
won a
with
Super
y'all.
Bowl. Why not?
When that money on the table and people got to look at them figures and they got to make that cap work, you can't bring everybody back because not everybody's worth more than they've ever been worth in their career.
Whoa, who said anything about bringing everybody back?
Well, Bruce said Chris Godwin's you bringing Hugh coming back.
So Jaylen.
Godwin.
So Jaylen, let me just name a couple free agents because I don't think you have a clue. To be honest.
Of course you think I don't.
So playoff Lenny
You
or
really hate
Levante David? Who are you paying first?
What do you mean? I would pay Levante.
Okay, then Lenny or Godwin?
I'm paying Godwin.
Okay, then Lenny or Carlton Davis?
I'm paying Carlton Davis.
Okay, so that's about where are you getting this money from? Where are you getting this money from, guy?
We're gonna make it work. You heard what Mike Evans said. He's willing to take less money off his deal. But that's that'd be part of the story that don't nobody want to talk about.
I know he better.
You forgot to mention that part, right, smart guy?
I don't think that's up to him, but I mean, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either.
They can restructure his deal and they'll give it to him on the back end. Technically, to be like, they'll move his money that he's supposed to make this year to 23 or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. They'll make it work.
They'll make it bonus. They'll count it as a bonus. So
you bringing AB back too, Jaylen?
We don't need to bring AB back. Scotty Miller, Tyler Johnson. What we need to bring AB back for?
I'll let him know.
The only one the only receiver that scored in the game.
Right. Then what you need Godwin for? Smart guy.
What you mean? That's been our 1-2 punch. And now we're working on getting Scotty acclimated. I mean, bruh, Mike Evans almost caught a bomb for a touchdown.
Almost.
Dude had to literally trip him to stop him.
His feet got tangled up.
And also the one
that was a feet tangle up. I'm glad somebody else.
All right.
No, Jaylen, I don't understand.
I mean, okay,
how
bro.
many times we've been arguing about it for 4 days. It was a feet tangle up. It was.
You have been arguing with yourself.
No, because you were trying to argue me down that he dove at that man's feet. He did not dive at his feet.
Okay.
Why would he? He wasn't even beat by that much. It made no sense to do that. Can't hear you. Yeah, AirPod must have went out.
Yeah, AirPod must have went out, JB. You back? You're not back. Well, our JB fixes his communication. Cool. Oh, now you back?
I'm back.
All right. Well, we will be moving on.
Oh wait. So I just want.
We don't want to hear nothing else from you, Bruiser. Please.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna announce that Tom Brady had knee surgery. So you talk a lot about Super Bowl teams and needing luck. We're just gonna see how y'all come back next year. 49ers were coming back and they were a strong team, but injuries piled up, and injuries can hit anybody. But I'm just saying, be humble. Be humble.
Oh, I was trying to tell y'all that weekend stat. The weekend's Blinding Lights is the biggest chart hit of the century.
There you go. The century just started though.
That's not what you said, Derek.
Oh, it didn't just start.
It was a mess with you, bro.
That's not what you said though, Derek.
Okay, well now I clarified the stat.
I was just letting you know that you.
Okay.
And we're off. We're about to talk about DeMond's quarterback. Russell Wilson is reportedly frustrated on the press run during the Super Bowl weekend, expressing his frustration, expressing that he's tired of getting hit. I seen a stat they say he's been sacked. He's been hit or sacked 496 times. I'm correct throughout his career.
394.
394. My bad for the inflated number. But DeMond, you've been on the top of this. You ignored it at first, but. What's going on in Seattle, man? Put us in Seattle, man. The Space Needle and all. What's going on?
You see it. I have my Simply Seattle hoodie on. $20 hoodies that go to a good cause. But anyways, Russell Wilson, man, he's just pressing the Seahawks, and I love to see it. Now, it's a little blindsiding, I feel like, for the franchise. After all this good comment about the OC and bringing in Shane Waldron and switching up the offense. But at the end of the day, you go into the Super Bowl and watching Tom Brady just leave a situation where he wasn't put in charge of the things he felt like he should have had a voice in, and they're Super Bowl champions. So now you're going to have guys around the league that are going to be like, well, the GOAT went to a different situation and thrived. I should see what I can do. And Russell is a part of that winning mold. No one has won more games in their first 10 years than Russell Wilson. He's Super Bowl champion, beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl, lost to Brady in a close one. So
Could have beat Brady. Could have beat Brady.
So Russell Wilson is a winner, just simple, and he wants to win. So putting a little fire under Pete Carroll and John Snyder to make that happen is not a problem at all with me. Russ has, if he plans on making this happen, the Seahawks, this is the most important offseason they've had in a minute. There's not a lot to work with cap-wise, and the only opportunity they have to really grow from that is to sign guys to extensions. And that's just something the Seahawks haven't been comfortable doing. Some of the names that would be there are Tyler Lockett, who's going on 30, who's having the best years of his career, set the franchise record in catches with 100. But, I would sign Tyler, and I would sign Jamal Adams, and KJ Wright had a great year. But it's just the Seahawks philosophy of thinking they can hit on players in the draft, and it's not working out like that anymore. Damian Lewis came on strong last year and then fell off a little bit. So they believe in their process, but I think they just have to go out and make a big free agency splash in the form of an offensive lineman who can hold down things the way Max Unger did. And since that Jimmy Graham trade, they haven't had it. So do I believe Russ needs personnel decisions and to be able to be consulted on everything? No, but at the end of the day, I would bring him in on some decisions and say, Russ, what do you think about this as far as us making this move? Or what do you think, Russ? You are our best player. You were voted by your peers the number 3 player in the league last year. So, just let Russ cook.
Let's think worst case scenario. Let's say the Pete Carroll and John Snyder, that's y'all GM.
Yes.
Let's say they won't budge and they say, you know what, we don't need you or your opinion. We've been running things here smoothly and well. We went to Super Bowl, made multiple playoff appearances. Let's just say they be stuck in their ways, and let's say Russ demands a trade. What would happen in Seattle? Would it be similar to what's going on in Houston?
No, because Russell Wilson, one, is a Super Bowl champion. He's been there. He is the epitome of success, and they went in this direction. No matter what they tell you running the ball or anything like that, the year they decided to let Michael Bennett and Richard Sherman go, they decided that Russ was going to be running this franchise. Russ is the highest paid player. If they trade Russell Wilson today, there will be a negative $39 million cap penalty hit. They have no draft picks. You could think you could trade for that. But this Pete Carroll is not, let's just call it what it is. Pete Carroll does not have time to be rebuilding. He's coaching to win Super Bowls. So they need to keep as much talent as they can get and add on to that. Russell Wilson, these reports of him being or wanting to be traded, it comes up every year. It literally happens every year. Last year, I heard the Browns offer. The Seahawks made a call for the Browns for the number 1 pick for Russell Wilson. Jason LaCanfora, yeah, I'll believe it. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Jaylen, you wanted to talk about this topic. What are your thoughts on this, my friend? You're on mute. And there you go.
How I believe this is going to shake out is, I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with Demond. So essentially, they'll end up doing right by Russ and getting them the pieces that he needs. You can't win. You can't do anything about the offensive line, bro. It takes everybody. It takes a group. And Russ is a great leader and at times looks like the best quarterback in the league. So, if I'm the Seahawks, I don't trade him, no matter what he's saying, no matter how unhappy he is in this camp. But I will listen and also give him free reign over whatever he wants. Because at the end of the day, I do believe they can win in Seattle. It's just a fact of will they. So we'll see.
We shall. Carter, how you feeling, man? You said earlier in the year that this is going to be the most quarterback fluctuation we've seen ever, and as your prediction came true with Deshaun Watson, Carson Wentz put on the block, Matthew Stafford being traded. Was Russell Wilson next?
This is one of those situations where he is the franchise. So no, like even with Stafford, I never felt like he was the franchise. He was just the only person that everybody talked about with the Lions. Because Calvin Johnson left, that was the franchise when he left. That's kind of was when they should have just blew it all up right then and there. With the Rams, Goff is not the franchise, even though they paid him like he was. And Wentz was the franchise till he started playing bad, and they blamed it on not having receivers, and Jalen Hurts ended up beating, looking decent. So, and I mean, he won them a Super Bowl based on his regular season performance because he didn't even play in the playoffs. But none of those are Russell Wilson stories. Russell Wilson's literally like all the stats Damon named and all that. And the only knock on his career is a play call that shouldn't have been called, which wasn't his decision. So that's all it is. There's nothing you can't find anything else bad on him as a player or off the field. So it's not the same as all those other quarterbacks. So do I think they move him? No. Would I move him? No. It's just give him what he wants.
Give me what I want.
Like Deshaun Watson is the franchise. Like I don't care how much they show JJ Watt and all that. When he said he wanted Eric Bieniemy to come in, Eric Bieniemy gets an interview. But that's just about not being an a-hole as an owner and as a GM. It's like you cater to people say, oh, they show favoritism. If you deserve favoritism, you're gonna get favoritism. Sorry.
They say it's favoritism. Now they do the ones I love the most.
Dirkio, Smirkio. Yes, you let it go. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, when you're a star player, when Julio Jones asks for a demand, you think the Falcons give it to him? Yes. They do. And does that sometimes that leads to Matt Ryan having bad stats? Probably. Can't Julio the ball? Okay. Like it's just when it's somebody the best you do. That's what Brady literally, Bruce Arians come in the media, say something, Brady come out the next week and say something like complete opposite. And then Brady end up getting his way anyway. So it's like sometimes you gotta know when to give it. It's give and take. It's like being married. Since it's Valentines Day, let's talk about it. When your girl wants something, do you give in? All right, there we go. So gotta give and take.
Funny as hell.
What you know
All
about
y'all boys do it. So I'm the only one single. All y'all boys do it. So I don't even want to hear it.
I'm playing.
Everybody made a face. Everybody said, "Here you go."
What you know about that, Derek?
You need nothing.
I learned from experience and watching. I'm out. I'm 2 years removed.
You washed.
This is my third straight Valentine's Day by myself.
That's a record.
Hey man.
You know who else is by himself now? Carson Wentz. He's purportedly going to be traded real soon. The Eagles.
I thought you about to say he got divorced or something. I'm about to damn, Bruiser. That's kind of
Eagles trying to move off of Carson Wentz. I'm hearing reports they're saying they want a first round pick for Carson Wentz. And Damon, you can take it away. I already see your face. Disgust.
Hey man, my boy Carson worth the first in the right system.
With that contract?
Yeah, man, my boy.
Despite him having the lack of confidence physically, mentally, and emotionally, what?
I like Travis Fulgham and Greg Ward make some good plays. Can my boy get a number one receiver, please?
Michael Pittman.
Can my boy get a number one receiver? Can he get a very good running game? We've seen what he could do with that. All right. Can he get an offensive line? We've seen what he does with a healthy offensive line. I just want Carson Wentz in the best situation possible so he can show people that he was worth the money and that he can have success on the level of his MVP should have been season. Carson Wentz when he has the time to work, he's a playmaker. So I just want to see him make plays. That's all.
Where do you want to see him go?
I want to see him in Indy. I want to see the Colts send their first round pick for Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz. Let's just get both of them out of there, get them in a new situation. Let Carson come and run that 2 tight end set, maybe 3 tight end set. Mo Alley Cox, Trey Burton, Zach Ertz, Michael Pittman, as you alluded to, T.Y. Strong running game with Jonathan Taylor. Man. Hey, Number one defense in the league. Give Carson something to work with. That's all I ask.
Do you agree, JB? Carson and Wentz in Indy?
No, he got to show me. Wherever he go. I mean, wherever he go.
But I like DeMond's prediction though. But I felt with Jaylen.
Indy's definitely a good choice.
I don't. Now we talking Carson Wentz. Why haven't the Saints come up? Do I want them? No, I'm just asking.
No money on our car.
But the money he making would be the same as what Drew Brees making, I think. But
we got a lot of people to pay too, cut.
I know. So I was. Oh yeah, that's true.
Lattimore, Williams, Ramczyk. I read a story, not talk about make this a Saints topic, but I read a story talking about how the Saints got to make a decision on Lattimore because Lattimore is going to want $20 million. And that's what the market dictates.
I don't get that. That's my dog. 20 million is a little steep, bro. You can't give us a little.
No
discount.
No discount.
Maybe like 17, 16, bro. But they let him walk. I'm gonna be upset because I know he's gonna be food on that end. Because ain't nobody else worth having.
Butter toast.
They're gonna go get Patrick Peterson and play with Janoris Jenkins. We got the oldest DBs in the
double move.
But back to the topic at hand. I like the idea of the Colts. That's as far as like replacing Andrew Luck. I don't think I like Andrew Luck game more than Carson Wentz, but Carson is as far as their play style, he's very similar. So I could see where as far as other destinations, I don't think Kyle Shanahan would want them. And I know he's not giving them no first. So if you're gonna I think a team that give up a first will be a team that made the playoffs. It won't be a team that didn't make the All-Star. It's like, why would I give that up for him when I could
need it? San Fran gonna need it.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't think of no other teams. The Patriots, but
no.
They need a receiver. So if they can convince Carson Wentz and T.Y. Hilton and Antonio Brown to come up there, I guess maybe.
Why would Antonio Brown go back? Next.
What do you mean? Why would he go back? Where else he gonna go? Who you think gonna take him?
Tampa.
I don't think Tampa bringing him back.
Brady. I think if Brady wants AB there, he will be there. Jalen should.
I'm gonna find a way to pay him again.
This is true. If Tom wanted him,
I think them young receivers that didn't get no real PT in the bowl gonna have something to say about that.
Oh, that they better than AB? No. Next.
They didn't play bad. They never played bad. They never played bad.
I want to see what Tyler Johnson and Scotty Miller can do.
That's what I said. So why would you? Y'all could be the AARP Bucks.
Maybe Antonio Brown takes a mentorship role to come back and just be a mentor.
No, he not doing that.
Or I could see him going, you know what I'm saying, to Baltimore. You know, they need a number one up there. Maybe AB wants to get back to glory. We'll see.
Maybe we used to debate this a lot 2 years ago. Wentz versus Rain Dakota Prescott. Before we talk about Dak and his future with Dallas, are we finally putting that argument to rest? Is it no clear winner? Is it Dak wins or is it Wentz wins? How you guys feeling, Damon, JB? I know y'all had a heated exchange.
I mean,
it speak for itself.
I mean, I'm gonna take that.
As far as division supremacy, Carson's won more games head to head and stuff. So, I mean, you tell me.
I'm taking Dak over Wentz.
I'm taking Dak over.
With the bad leg or ankle or whatever.
It's nothing to debate. He knows it.
And
it's the clear-cut best quarterback in that division. Like, it's not even a debate. It's silly to debate that as of right now.
Is it?
It is.
Interesting.
I think the best quarterback in that division is clearly him.
It's clear-cut.
I agree.
Didn't the Eagles make the offs by the Redskins? I mean, the Washington football team let it. Then what happened? Who lost?
The Eagles lost to the who they played, the football team, yeah.
And they benched
Hurts.
He was starting over Wentz.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Don't y'all like to talk about people getting benched? Didn't your mans get benched?
Who got
He
benched?
wasn't hurt. He got benched, right? Carson for Jalen Hurts, right?
Oh yeah, he got benched.
Oh, okay. What we discussing? Because every time
I said that. I made it clear cut. You get benched.
he got benched, and there's no other discussion. I'm trying to figure out what we discussing.
I was
Dak never got benched.
Heard you.
Oh, he might have once, but I no. Other than that, no.
We used to talk about with Dallas who was more valuable, Dak and Zeke, and now with Dak future up in the air, potentially facing another franchise tag or a new long-term deal, or even hitting free agency. I think it's clear as cut this season proved that Dak is more valuable than Zeke. I think we all agree on that.
The quarterback position is more valuable, so I guess we got blinded by Zeke's abilities, but
yeah, we got enamored.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling about Dak? Where do you think Dak will?
I think that's just period in the NFL though. Anybody that's just like a running back, if you look at them, like Saquon, everybody thought Saquon was the X factor. No Saquon. Daniel Jones had to step up. He did. And I mean, he didn't play great, but I mean, he played good enough. They were supposed to make the playoffs or at least have a chance. And
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Hey man, Daniel Jones was playing good enough to not lose his job like Carson Wentz.
Nah, Daniel Jones had a little stretch where he was playing bad.
I know, but he didn't lose his job.
Colt McCoy he did get benched.
He got hurt, and Colt McCoy played.
Well, that's the excuse they wanted, but I say he got benched because he was playing like.
The man know what I mean when we talk about Carson Wentz, bro. You can't defend him no more. He's not worth the first.
We're talking about Daniel Jones and what you were talking about.
Wait, what's going on here? We need order.
We talking about that division, and we said Dak versus Wentz. So then I started naming other quarterbacks in that division that looked like they were playing better than Wentz at some point this season. That's just me.
You done?
Before we continue, I'd like to welcome in Jace. Jace, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
So, guys, I see you trying to steal my job with your own your podcast page, man.
Nah, it's not a podcast at all. I'm just talking about sports, buddy.
Where you think Dak going, Jace? You think he's staying with Dallas or you going elsewhere?
Where do I think Dak is going? Well, I seen a report that they said they're not close at all to an agreement. So there's plenty of places he can go.
I like the energy today.
I just got off work, man. You know, felt good when I got off. So, you know. But I would love to see him with the Saints, but I highly doubt it. So, I mean, I could see it might be the 49ers, just teams that need a quarterback. You know, I wouldn't see like, I don't know, the Eagles or nothing like that. Like, nah. But
I heard Washington maybe try to get Dak if Dallas lets him walk. What do you guys think?
Did they just play what's it called? Heineke?
Yeah, but that's not for a start. That wasn't like a starter.
I think that was that's just you did good.
Yeah,
$8 million over 2 years. It's only $2 million, $8 million.
Yeah, 2 years.
Low-key backup money. Taysom Hill make more than that in a year.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys think about Dak in Denver? I know there's suspicion of Julock and his poor play. Maybe John Elway, even though he's not the GM anymore. Maybe you reach out and go get Dak and have Judy, Hamler, Sutton, Fant, Gordon, Lindsey.
Not to play the race card, but when the last time you seen the Broncos with a black quarterback other than when they had to because they didn't have no more quarterbacks on the roster and the receiver had to
play that race card. John Elway not doing that.
Hey, when they played the Saints, the quarterback was the black receiver, and that's because they didn't have nobody else. They didn't have a choice. He had to be the quarterback, and he played bad. And that might have left the worst taste in their mouth possible.
So
that boy got to play Peyton Manning, boy.
So I'm gauging the room, reading the room. So you guys think that Dak is?
Y'all mentioned Dak to Washington football team. I feel like their name pops up with everybody. I heard Cam Newton to Washington football
because they need a quarterback. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, in their pick, if anybody can trade it first, again, playoff team. So Colts, Washington football team. They're the teams that their first is not as valuable as the other ones. So why not?
Yeah, any team that just need a quarterback.
He was good enough to make the playoffs last year with subpar quarterback play, or in the Colts case, old man quarterback play. And you don't trust Brissett. Clearly, they don't trust Jacoby Brissett.
His contract's up. He's a free agent.
I heard, and then they would start tying him back to Bill. I say, man, look, this too much.
Hey, Jaylen. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Now I'm just saying, Washington and Colts, teams that made the playoffs that lost their quarterback, Washington, Colts, Saints.
Yep.
If you can trade your first for a quarterback, that's above average. Sure.
Wait. So we saying he's just going for one first?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one. Well, how many do you think? You think they will do the Stafford thing? I'm not co-signing that.
You think that worth two first coming off of injury?
I think they tried to say it wasn't because of the contract. I think the only reason Stafford went for that is because Goff's contract was.
I think the only reason why he is going for, well, I could see just one first, just because of the injury, but pre-injury, yeah, he's definitely going for
Yeah, pre-injury, I think he was worth two. He had great value at the time.
Honestly, more than two, to be honest.
All right. Patrick Peterson is no longer Arizona Cardinal. He will be a free agent. That boot boy maybe. What if he come home, cut?
Yeah.
Walked away. That boy walked away.
Tired of these old cornerbacks, man.
Yeah, bro.
I need something new, man. I need a new
Yeah,
face.
bro. I don't even want Janoris to be back this year.
I don't either.
Gotcha.
I'm all about the youth, the youth. I want to go youthful.
Yeah, y'all do got to stack up on that depth to match the Tampa.
Before Jaylen funny, bro.
He ain't lying, bro.
Hey, don't worry, Jace. You missed him. He was being humble today. He wasn't being braggish.
Because he sold his soul.
Is there any more NFL news before I do one more NFL topic? I guess not. NFL honors were the night before Super Bowl. Time for us to reveal the awards. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Justin Herbert from the Los Angeles Chargers. That's right. Was Justin Jefferson snubbed, you guys?
Yes.
Of course not.
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not.
Tell me why. Don't go back and forth. Tell me why.
Justin Herbert had like 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, and like how many picks?
Let him know, Jay. They ain't listening to you.
Oh, no. Justin did have a great
I think, but all the awards for everything is always catered to the quarterbacks.
I understand.
Always catered to the quarterbacks. A quarterback does average things or stuff that all the other quarterbacks do, or I'm saying like
average though.
It's not average, but it's like I'm saying those stats were not that, like it wasn't like it's like Justin broke a rookie record. He didn't come in and break any quarterback record. He
literally broke the touchdown record.
Like 31 touchdowns.
No, bro. That's you're not understanding my point.
Did he have 31?
Jefferson came in the league, broke the rookie record, and was up like he almost was touching superstar level stats. Herbert's stats were not superstar level.
What?
I don't think. No, bro, it weren't superstar level.
30 touchdowns as a rookie is not superstar level.
It's a great feat, but it's not. Again,
what the hell are you talking about?
If you shut the fuck up and let me finish, I wouldn't have to ask me what I'm talking about.
You see, you can't even mess with you.
Cause you keep, yeah, bro. Cause I'm talking. Y'all keep every time I say something, it's something bad.
You do the same. Jaylen, would you like to add something? Cuz not in the mood to speak, I see, because he's frustrated at people talking back to him. How do you feel, man? Justin Jefferson was snubbed?
I do. Justin Jefferson, man, was mentioned in the likes of Randy Moss, and we all know Randy Moss is the epitome of what a perfect receiver looks like. So anytime you can compare it to a legend, a great like himself, I mean, how could you ignore that and not get a man an award? You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand. And, you know, he went to LSU, balled out. I said this when he was drafted. I said he going to end up being the best rookie receiver. And lo and behold, what happened? Best rookie receiver. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, bro. Now, I will give respect to Justin Herbert, not an average QB, special talent. But in my opinion, I just would have gave it to the guy over in Minnesota.
I got you. Justin Herbert had 31 touchdowns. He was 10th in the NFL in touchdowns. Only quarterbacks above him were Watson, Tannehill, Big Ben, Kirk Cousins, Josh Allen, Mahomes, Wilson, Brady, and Rodgers.
Yeah, that's impressive, bro, as a rookie.
I got you. Next award, Defensive Player of the Year, caused quite a controversy. Aaron Donald wins his third Defensive of the Year award. Damon, you were very very vocal on this point that your boy, your guy that you've been advocating for, TJ Watt, was snubbed. How you feeling, man? Mute.
After further investigation, I have declared that TJ Watt was not snubbed. Happy Black History Month. Not Aaron Donald. TJ had all the stats and he balled out this year. Don't get me wrong, but there's no player more disruptive to an offense on a play-by-play basis than Aaron Donald. You look at the Steelers. He's also playing along two other first-team All-Pros from last year, Bud Dupree, Devin Bush, who, yes, they were injured, but that was amongst the time where TJ Watt was his most dominant. Aaron Donald was going to do his thing every week. 13 sacks, double-digit sacks year after year from the interior position is just something that we've not seen done before. And now Aaron Donald is in the class with those of Lawrence Taylor officially in prime and those type of guys just because of stacking up these awards and just continuing his rep as one of the most dominant players that we've seen, not just in our generation, but ever in football. So Aaron Donald is everything that he deserves, and he deserved it.
Jace, look like you had something to say. You were scratching your head.
Huh?
Oh, you ain't got nothing to say? You were scratching your head like you was upset.
No. You deserve the defensive player of the year, of course. I mean, TJ Watt definitely had a great year, but hey, it's Aaron Donald, man.
All right.
I just want to say I don't know how you get 10 interceptions and don't win it though. For Xavier Howard, I don't know.
That is very true.
I think he would have made the postseason. They would have got it. Like, did something special week 17 against Buffalo. I think that would have gave it to him.
Did get waxed.
Yeah. The defensive rookie of the year was Chase Young of the Washington football team. I think there was no debate here. I said this coming to the season that he would be defensive rookie of the year. I was met with some pushback from Demonic Cut, but they finally saw the light after Chase Young's incredible performance this season.
He's a beast.
Offensive player of the year, Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans. Demond, I got to go back to you. You was pretty vocal about Travis Kelce.
Wig. I ain't gonna lie. Derrick Henry is the most underappreciated 2,000-yard season in NFL history. Yes, he does. He's a walking beast, the king, everything, all the nicknames we know. But Travis Kelce, what he did, Levante David, even in the Super Bowl, was playing the best coverage I've ever seen on a man-on-man situation from a linebacker, especially on Kelce. Still had 100 yards, 10 catches. I mean, he's just a walking nightmare for anybody to guard, and he did that all year, leading the league in separate points as a tight end. Had the opportunity to lead the league and sat out week 17. 100 catches, double-digit touchdowns. I mean, and he's 31. He's getting better every year. I just felt like it would have been nice to see him recognized in that way for maybe the best tight end season ever. Also, I think Devontae Adams should have received more votes than he did. Just 18 touchdowns is very difficult to do, especially in this day and era. But every time the Packers are in the red zone, 17's number is getting dialed, and he's going to come through. To me, Derrick Henry, I'm not mad that he won it. I just think it should have went elsewhere.
Jaylen, you was pretty vocal that Derrick Henry was not the best running back in football, but now he's an OPOY candidate. Would you like to backtrack your statement? You can tell me, bud. I'm here.
I don't. I mean, I do agree with Demond that his 2,000-yard season is underappreciated, but I just think it's a different era of backs now. I mean, you need guys more like a Marshall Faulk type back. And, Derrick Henry, I mean, he's going to run behind his pads and put folks in the dirt, bro. And I just feel like as if you need more than that in today's game. So, no, I would not like to walk back my comments. And I still stand on Alvin Kamara being the best back in the league due to him being able to do everything.
All right. Any more OPOY conversation before we go over these last 3 awards? Nope. Congrats.
Who won OPOY last year?
Alvin.
Michael Thomas.
Oh, okay. I was making sure it wasn't Christian McCaffrey because he gets praised for doing the same thing Kamara does, but
Oh yeah, with Michael Thomas.
I mean, Kamara don't have no 100-yard catches on his resume.
Here we
So
go.
it's not the same thing. Be
they
respectful.
do the same thing.
But he don't have 100 catches.
Because he can run the ball better than him. They do the same thing.
How? Because I think McCaffrey has a rushing title on his resume.
And
Alvin Kamara just hit 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. So
exactly, because he does everything. He does it all. Everything. You don't understand what versatility means. You might not be the highest at anything, but you're good at doing all of it. That's what versatility means.
So how do they do all of it and then McCaffrey does it better? How are his numbers better?
His numbers are better because he was getting force-fed the ball. Kamara been splitting touches.
Maybe seems like y'all should have took that approach.
Maybe seems like we swept in the last 2 years, so it don't have nothing to do with approach.
I'm not talking about the Panthers. I'm talking about the Saints.
No, what I'm saying. So I don't understand because the Panthers have nothing to show for it. You just be talking, boy. You can be wrong sometimes.
100 catches back-to-back seasons. Nobody ever done it in NFL history as a running back. So how can you say it's the same?
Again, versatility means you're good at multiple things. Google it. Google the word.
I mean, McCaffrey came in doing more, and he's still doing more.
Google the word.
His play percentage is high. Christian McCaffrey came in returning punts and kickoffs.
I mean,
Kamara doesn't even like returning kick returns, and he returned one on the Bucks. So what are you talking about?
I mean, when he's the only
person. He has one kick return, and he said, "Coach, why are you putting me out here, Coach?" Yeah, bro, I just want to see what you could do. Okay, Coach. And he kick returned, and he said, "All right, don't put me back out there. I don't like doing kick returns."
Well, I said punt return. So
they did that as well.
I mean, when Christian McCaffrey's the only person on the team that can score the ball, I mean, they're gonna give him the ball, right?
Points from 8.
I mean, when you're doing stuff in NFL history that nobody else has ever done, it's just kind of hard to say everybody else can do it or somebody else can do it. When your name is when your cleats in football from that season are in Canton because you're the only guy who's ever done it.
He can't rush. Did he ever have 6 touchdowns in the game? Could have been 7. All right, thank you.
Does McCaffrey have? Does Kamara have 100 catches in his career? Once?
6.
Once?
6?
No.
It's definitely valid though, Demar. I feel like what you're saying is definitely valid. Christian McCaffrey, we do have to kind of like.
Nobody said he was bad, but I said he got hyped for it. And they created a flex position on All Pro for it, and they took away the same said flex position this year and added an extra quarterback spot. So I like to focus on the details.
Also for the best running back in the league title.
Well, if you compare,
they gave them a flex All Pro spot and gave it to McCaffrey, and then took away that flex spot this year and added a quarterback spot. So Mahomes was also All Pro. If you want to be political, be correct when you're doing.
Well, I don't think we really talk about politics.
I'm saying you can win something.
Now is who's better,
and you do the same thing. But we'll see.
I'm saying like the topic is who's better. Nitty gritty, who's better, right? The 100 catches thing by running back is still crazy.
How many targets does he have? How many targets?
How many? But 100 catches on hella targets.
That's still an impressive.
Bro,
I understand that, but if you give Alvin Kamara the same target, I'm pretty positive he'll do the same thing.
But
and was the quarterback? He didn't have a good quarterback. The quarterback was checking it down, wasn't it? Was Cam hurt?
It was Kyle Allen last year.
Can only throw check down.
Yeah, y'all can't. Y'all can't say that about the targets though, because we use that same. People use that same argument against us when we talk about Mike. So I'm just saying.
No, but then DeMond trying to argue that, but then do the same thing about Mike. And when people argue it, he try to flip it.
I mean, if you want to use your argument to say flex, if you want to say the flex, because if we taking Kamara's best season, which is this year, correct? We all agree. Is that the consensus?
Yes, that's the consensus.
He is not even in the realm of Christian McCaffrey's season last year. If we want to go stat by stat,
if we want to be 100% honest, we didn't use Kamara to the best of his ability this year.
Because we didn't have.
We didn't use him as much as we needed to this year. We used him a lot, but everybody was hurt. So I mean,
I do agree though. I think if you did give him the same workload Christian McCaffrey has, the numbers would be just about the same or a tad bit better.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just don't know.
I was wrong in my input earlier. Alvin Kamara doesn't have 1,000-yard season. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I wanted to admit that.
People don't split carries, but Kamara does. Because Sean Payton has the most personnel changes in the league. Always has been. But
It's my bad.
opinions, facts.
It's my bad. I was wrong.
You know this, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody has more personnel changes. They said that. Everybody says it when they come to the Saints. Oh, I had to learn the playbook. I had to learn this. I had to learn that because they change personnel so much. It's always a change or an extra tackle coming in, extra fullback, extra this, extra receiver, extra Taysom Hill, extra this. So, team sport.
Did y'all know last year that Christian McCaffrey was third in NFL history with yards from scrimmage?
He's the only piece of offense they have.
It's not even that. It's not true. The quarterback was Kyle Allen. He couldn't get the ball to anybody else. He had to get it to him.
Oh, so
and he wanted the ball.
So what you're telling me is people knew that he was getting the ball, and he still racked up 1,000 yards, 1,300 yards rushing, and 1,000 yards receiving.
You said he was third in the NFL record. Did he tie the NFL record? You're talking statistics.
Demond making points, bro. I can't hold.
I'm just saying.
He making points.
Bro, if the man's getting that many targets, he is the only person on the offense that can actually get a touchdown, bro. I'm gonna give him the ball
because they didn't have they couldn't go vertical. They had to check it down.
You know where the ball is going, though.
And Cam Newton was out.
You know the ball is going either to McCaffrey or somewhere else.
So I mean, if that's the case, go ahead.
Him putting up those numbers with the focus being on him, I mean, bro, it's kind of outrageous and crazy. Like, just like how with Derrick Henry, right? They was putting, what you said, 9 in the box, Demond?
9, line of scrimmage.
He put 9 in the box to stop him. And I think he still ended up with like 66 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
It's impressive, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't knock McCaffrey, bro. I just can't do it. Like, they the three-headed monster for the best back in the league. I mean, McCaffrey's been injured all season, so I think we kind of took a backseat of calling him the best. But
as they should, because he didn't play the season hurt.
When healthy though, he may be the best back in the league.
That other back played a full season last year while hurt. Only missed a game or two. But,
Awesome.
Everybody knew that the ball was going to Alvin Kamara when Michael Thomas was out, Emmanuel Sanders, Drew Brees, all them was out. We knew Alvin Kamara was going to get the ball.
Well, just to piggyback off what you said, Jaylen, you said that in your opinion, you need a guy like Marshall Faulk in today's game to be successful. Did you know that Christian McCaffrey is only one of 3 players, including Matt Forte and Marshall Faulk, to have 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in a season? Did you know that it was just them 3? Not Alvin Kamara. He's not in there.
Ain't it Black History Month, bro?
Like Jay said, it is Black History.
We are boasting about this man. Everywhere.
That was a great conversation. Are we ready to move on?
We are.
Congratulations, Coach Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns for winning Coach of the Year. I think it is well deserved what he did in Cleveland, turning that franchise around for their first playoff appearance and playoff win since 1998. I think 2 decades. I think so. So shout out to Stefanski. I think he does well deserve that. Also, shout out to the MVP, Aaron Rodgers. It's a regular season award, so he balled on the regular season, so he did deserve that award. So shout out Aaron Rodgers. And last but not least, the Pro Football Hall of Fame class 2021. Just want to highlight the people that I'm aware of and I admire. Well, wide receiver Calvin Johnson, GOAT. Defensive back Charles Woodson, my favorite defensive player ever. And quarterback Peyton Manning. Y'all know he deserved to go there as well. Also, who made it was John Lynch, Drew Pearson, Bill Nunn, Tom Flores, and Alan Faneca. Excuse me. Shout out to those guys, man. Round of applause. Good job. All right, are we ready? Are we ready to talk about some basketball? Are we ready to talk about some NBA voting?
Yes, sir.
Before we start, I want to say that there was a lot of controversy revolving the NBA All-Star Game, whether they should or should not have it. Stars like De'Aaron Fox, LeBron James said they think it's a bad idea that they are having it, but they do understand it that it is a business. While Damian Lillard, he didn't praise it, but he did not knock it either. He's saying if they tell me to go there, I'm gonna go. we get paid millions, so we just gotta sacrifice sometimes. That was what Dane said. So before we talk about our All-Star selections for our starters, how do you guys feel about the All-Star game in general? Should it be played?
No.
Yes. I saw a quote by Dame that said, I understand if we don't play it, I'm with that. But if we decide to play it, and that's probably what's going to happen, I'm with that too. And I like that approach because, one, they are getting paid. Two, to Dame's point, these TV networks, these fans who might or might not have access to the game or whatever the NBA decides to do with it being here in Atlanta, is just the way that Dame put it, showed me the perspective that a lot of players should take. I understand everything going on with COVID, but it just seems so crazy to me to be on one side of the spectrum to say, let's play and let's do all this, and then this switches up, and then, oh, it's not smart. And then, but you know, I'm all about the united front. So if everybody's saying let's not play, I'm with that. But like Dame saying, there are obligations, especially as, you know, global superstars who play basketball for a living for millions of dollars. I mean, these TV networks and stuff are expecting to put on a show, and I would like to see it as well. So I want to see them play.
JB, why do you say no?
Well, honestly, I don't think it should be a season at all, but we are having a season. I mean, from the standpoint of if you can't have an all-star game, you shouldn't be playing a game like the game at all. So that's my take on it, like just big picture. But as far as them going and playing the game, I mean, I see where Dame, I was on the side of no, you shouldn't play it. But when I hear Dame's comments, I'm like, okay, they are getting paid. They do, you know what I'm saying? You're already playing the season. So, I mean, what's the point in not going and doing the All-Star game, putting on a show? So I'm going to change my tune and say, yes, they should play if you're going to be playing the season. Now, they shouldn't be playing at all, but they are.
I think it the season is different though because it's two teams coming together, right? They testing them all every day. They test their family members 2-3 times a week. They don't want them interacting with other people, which they shouldn't be. They make millions. So, you know, there's a factor for sure. And then I think we should take into account the fact that All-Star means 12 players per team, 24 players, coaching staff for each side coming to Atlanta, one of the top 5 states in the country as far as numbers go. How you gonna have an All-Star game? What is it gonna be like? Are you gonna let fans come? How you gonna determine the fans? Are fans gonna be required to get tested? What's the interaction gonna be like? All-Star game is not just a game. It's usually about the whole weekend and the festivities. I feel like if you can't have the whole experience, it shouldn't be happening. And I think bringing people to the strip club capital is stupid with money. You bring a bunch of millionaires to the strip club capital, the club capital.
You know, James
You know
Harden.
what I'm saying? I'm saying, bro, rapper capital. There's so many rappers here.
JB.
So many rappers here. You know, the rappers with money, their friends are here. You really inviting these dudes to the one place they could turn up unresponsibly.
Maybe it's a rap.
You know, baby be like, come on, Jane. He'd be like, come on, bro.
It's the one place, and then next thing you know, we're gonna have a team outbreak, or it's gonna be players can't play for 10 days. They on COVID protocol.
Yeah, that's what I think.
So,
that's like the bigger issues. When your stars get it, we felt when Jimmy Butler was gone, when Tatum was gone from due to COVID, we were missing Ja Morant
KD
because
right
of
now,
COVID, KD.
Kyrie.
So I think, let's say like a worst case, like there's an outbreak that happened, and all the stars that were there have to quarantine, and now for just the home stretch of the season, the playoff
And the
push,
NBA product gonna be bad. Yep.
right? Like it's gonna be, they're gonna have to like showcase their young stars, like they're gonna have sports to, and we see that the NBA has hard times building up new stars that can be a superstar. So it'll be interesting. Jace, what do you think, my friend?
Man, I honestly feel that it shouldn't be played in Atlanta if they're gonna do it because for one, we're top 5 for COVID cases in America. So I'm gonna be 100% honest. Somebody's gonna get it, regardless. Whether it's James Harden, whether it's Luka, whether it's somebody's gonna get it. And unless they do some type of bubble with on the fly, but I don't think that's gonna work. So I feel like if they're gonna do an All-Star weekend, you can't do the festivities with the fans or nothing like that, because that's just gonna spread more COVID. So honestly, what I would do is change the city to a city with the least amount of COVID cases or whatever the case is, and just play the games, like play the Rising Star game, the little skills challenge and all that, and then just play those games for TV, because that's the reason why we're doing it, for the TV purposes. So I don't understand why we have to have fans, and especially from Atlanta. Like, it makes no sense.
I do think that they chose Atlanta because it has when it comes to the attendance, they're lax. I think they're one of the few teams that allows fans into the stadium arena. So I do think that that's good, and I do think that I heard that they said the dunk contest will be a halftime festivity for the All-Star game. That's what they're working on, so that would be interesting to see. Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't seen this dude.
There you go. Where you at, B? Where you been? What you been up to?
You know, I'm telling what's going on.
We're good.
That boy look like he doing that what's that called? That Dunwoody living, wherever he at, Chamley. I heard you upgraded. No? Oh.
Nah, I ain't not there right now though.
Boy, be changing locations, boy. I see.
Y'all boys ready to announce our All-Star selections? Each one of us can do it. Before we start, we'll start with JB. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will work. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
JB, explain your All-Star starters for us, man. Talk to us.
Okay, man. I'm gonna start in the West. I feel like that's where the we'll all be in agreement. Curry, I said this going into the season, bro. Like, he's a dog.
Whose picks is this? Jaylen?
Yeah, wait.
Mine.
Okay. Wait, how do I do this?
You gotta send it to Bruiser.
I can send a link to you.
Curry, a dog. I'm not sure what he's averaging, but I know him and Dame averaging around the same thing, like 28 point something. Has his team poised to make the playoffs with, very little around him. I wouldn't say very little, but not what we're accustomed to seeing around him. He's doing a great job. A lot of people thought that he would falter due to the lack of talent, but like I said, Curry is a transcendent guard in the league. Lillard, best point guard in the league, bro. Like, how could I not include Damian Lillard? Dame time. Like, come on. Jokic, I don't know what to say about the dude. Special, can pass, can score in the paint, can shoot. Just makes his teammates better, bro. Like, I mean, my MVP front runner as of right now. And then we got LeBron. Come on, bro. LeBron, the greatest player of all time. He's starting in the All-Star game. Like, no brainer. Now, this is probably the most controversial. Paul George, who I feel is the best Clipper as of right now. Having a stellar season, coming off a very disappointing postseason. He's balling right now, and I have to give him his credit. He is balling and looks like the best player on the Clippers. A lot of people may say I'm crazy. Oh, Kawhi is this, but Kawhi don't play back-to-backs.
He does now.
But he wasn't before.
This season he is, though.
He not paying attention to the games.
And Kawhi averages more points.
Oh, the game is only about points?
Derek, let him finish, bro. Let him finish. You always
I thought it was done. That was your last one, I thought.
That was the West.
Yeah, I wasn't done.
Oh, my bad, cuz. I thought you was finished.
See how I handle that? You ain't got to spaz all the time, Derek. But let me go ahead and my spiel.
It was the way he was.
Anyway, like I was saying, we can just edit that part.
See, like that. That's
we can edit that last part out, bro. So Paul George, I feel like he's been the most impactful player on the Clippers. Guys has been balling, playing out of his mind. Really enjoy seeing him bounce back this season. Think he deserves the nod over Kawhi. We go to the East. Okay, bro. Bradley Beal, despite of what y'all may think, deserves to start. Leads the league in scoring. And also, I mean, the guy's he's doing everything in his power to keep that team afloat down in Washington. James Harden, the best playmaker on the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it is what it is. The guy's a walking bucket and can literally orchestrate an offense beautifully. Like, it's no debate. Durant, best player in the East by far. It's not even close. Coming back, averaging 30 off an Achilles tear. The dude's a dog. Like, hands down. Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Jokic are going back and forth for the best center in the league title, but Joel has been dominant all season long. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him. I mean, starter. Giannis, former MVP. I mean, two-time reigning MVP. Have to include him as a no-brainer. Would have liked to see him hit that jumper last night for the game winner, but we all know Giannis's issue, his Achilles heel, is shooting. But nonetheless, the guy is very athletic, can do pretty much everything else well outside of shooting. So I will give him the nod too and let him start. But those are my takeaways.
All right, critiques.
One more thing, Jaylen. Kawhi played more games than Paul George this year.
Okay. I mean,
Kawhi played 22, George played 20. Just a fun fact.
Still not better.
I think we can use that in our rebuttals.
Yeah, he averages more rebounds. Paul George leads in rebounds, and he averages 0.4 more assists. I think they're playing pretty even, to be honest.
More impactful. PG. Regular season, though. We'll see what happens in the postseason.
All right, you ready, Cut Carter?
Sure.
All right, Cut Carter, you're on the clock, boy. Explain us your all-star starter selections for us, man.
Similar to Jaylen, I think the fact that the Lakers, with the amount of miles on their body, and the fact that they had to start a season 70 games in, should not be overlooked. 70 days in should not be overlooked. I think Jokic turned it on and he's doing great, but his team is not having that much success. I think the guards are self-explainable, as Jaylen did. Luka is the one that gets snubbed, but he's carrying a lot of dead weight or whatever you want to call it. And I think Donovan Mitchell is playing lights out, but I think that's a team. Them being number one in the West is a team thing. On to the West, I got Bill. He leads the league in scoring. They snubbed him last year, so now I feel like they're gonna make up for it now. Durant, best in the East, and B playing his best season ever probably. Giannis is Giannis, two-time MVP. He's gonna start. And then I had a difficult time doing this last spot because it came down to like three people mainly. Zach LaVine is playing lights out with the Bulls suck. Kyrie versus Harden. I just think Harden has more of an impact on their success due to his ability to get other people involved when he's on the court. And I got Kawhi. Honestly, the last spot in the West came down to Kawhi and Jokic, but Kawhi, I feel like Kawhi, the fact that he's actually playing his minutes now deserves a little credit because that was my knock on him, the fact that he didn't play a lot. So that's pretty much it. Open for critiques, comments, concerns.
Why is AD starting, bro?
Yes,
why is AD starting?
I got AD starting because, bro,
He playing soft as hell this year.
let me tell you why I got him starting. Got him Davis starting. He averaging
playing better than him.
He's averaging a double-double. He's also averaging I was looking at the wrong person. That was Julius Randle.
Yeah.
AD averaged 22, 8, and 3. He's played 21 games. Bro, I think the fact that he's out there at all after that run they did matters. I think that matters, bro. Nobody got the short end of the stick but like them and the Heat did. And the Heat just, as you can see, the Heat aren't thriving off it. It's hurting the Heat more than it's hurting the Lakers. So the fact that they sit at the 2 seed, I think that goes down to their 2-star. But I could agree. I can see Anthony Davis falling out for Jokic or only up for Jokic though. Nobody else. But I could live with that. So I mean that's one of them. LeBron was guaranteed. Steph was guaranteed. Dame was guaranteed. I want Dame to be guaranteed. I feel like they might put Luka in, but I want Dame to be guaranteed. And then them 2 4 spots, I feel like this the season where it's been the most open in a minute. But you know, if Jokic get it, he get it. But I think people need to account for the fact that the Nuggets were playing like garbage for a minute, like, and he looked bad too. Or he'll have blind stats. Not bad. He'll have blind stats where his stats are good, but they lose. Similar to the Russ and Luka thing.
And what about Bill? You can't forget Bill.
Bradley Bill's stats are they. I mean, they. I think they owe him for last year though. I think that's what's gonna get him in. Like, okay, I was leading the league in scoring last year and I didn't make it. Now everybody knows I'm on their radar and I'm leading the league in scoring again because I'm a bucket. So, oh yeah, he's a bucket. He's gonna make it, even if the team's trash.
Got you. Brandon, you next after me. I gotta get mine out the way real quick. All right, before we start, I would like to say I value winning. So from my West, I have Steph Curry. Of course, he's been balling. He's proven me wrong that they can make the playoffs and maybe win a game and lift up Steph's legacy. Other guard positions, Donovan Mitchell. Having the best record should matter. If you have the best record, I feel you should start. And Donovan Mitchell has been the sole reason. Well, not the sole reason, but he's been the biggest part for the Jazz success this season. We all thought that they were going to divorce him and Gobert after the COVID situation and how they performed in the bubble, blowing a 3-1 lead. But burying that hatchet, having the best record in the NBA, I have to give credit to Donovan Mitchell. The forward spots, me and Jaylen have the same. Kawhi, LeBron, and Jokic. In the East, I have Kyrie playing, man. I know that Kyrie took the little took some PTO, paid time off, but he's been sensational. DeMond Blokey.
He wasn't paid, bro.
Hey, what?
They took his money, lost $400,000.
So just TO, time off. But DeMond been putting on his wave that Kyrie's been hooping, man. I've been seeing it. He's been stellar. Jaylen Brown. Now I know that Bill Harden should be on this list, but Jaylen Brown has been balling, man. He's been the best Celtic for this team, as well as Harden was traded, so I do take in trade into account when it comes to All-Star starting. And Bradley Beal, he's not winning. He's not in the postseason right now. If they were to start today, so I have Jaylen Brown. And the forward spot similar to the West with Jalen and Cut, Embiid, Durant, Giannis. I think all of our forward spots should be the same. Only thing is up for debate is the guard spot, in my humble opinion. All right, who's gonna call me dumb first? Let's see.
I'm not gonna call you dumb. I'm glad you finally noticed that the best Celtic is the dark skin one. Representation matters. Now I'm playing. Who else they got? You said you had Kyrie. I could live with Kyrie starting. My thing with Kyrie and Harden is I think Harden makes the team better as far as his ability to make other players better. But Kyrie has been, as far as scoring, even early on in the season, Kyrie was outscoring KD, but nobody really was talking about it. So, it depends on preference with that. But
Kyrie was better than the better net between him and KD early in the season.
Yeah, the first 10 games it was Kyrie. It was. So I mean that's fair. And then, like I said, Embiid and everybody. I feel like if you don't have Embiid and Giannis and KD, then you tripping. But
Jesus.
And then your West forwards. I told you, bro. It comes down to the same four people. It's like you picking from the same five for them three.
I agree. My bad, B. Jay just sent his picture in, so we got to go to him real quick. All right, Jace, take it away.
All right.
Do I see Levine?
You see Levine, okay? I don't take account for winning, okay? I take account if you can hoop. If you're the best in the league and you can hoop, you'll make the All-Star team. That's why I have Damian Lillard, Curry, Paul George, Jokic, LeBron. West is low-key locked down. Like Paul George and Kawhi can go back and forth. But I think Paul George is the best Clipper right now. He's up there for MVP and all that. So let's get to the East, though. I got Bradley Beal, all right? That boy averaging 30 plus, okay? He's hooping, all right? So I got him up on there. Then I got Zach LaVine. He's hooping too for the Bulls. So that's not a popular opinion, but like I said, they're hooping. They're doing their job. And then KD and B, Antetokounmpo, and that's a given. But yeah.
I see John got to you with the Levine hype, I see.
Oh, yeah. That boy, yeah, he's a dog.
All right.
Eyes here.
You said what, Jay?
I say you got to believe the hype. The guy is here. I just wouldn't put him in over JB or JT. But that's just me.
JT considered a forward in the voting.
True. My bad.
Yeah, Tatum can't get in. I feel bad for him, but he can't get in off
Hey, he
that.
can't get in because the forward spot loaded.
And he missed. If anybody missed this season, it's him.
Yeah, he had COVID. He was dealing with COVID.
He missed the most.
Yep.
I mean,
oh, my bad, JB.
Say that.
No. All right, look, B, you ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right. Who are your NBA All-Stars, man? Let us know. Starters.
I sent them in.
I ain't. Oh, hold on. You sent it?
Hold on, while we get that, Damon, I got a quick question.
You ain't send me none, you liar. Devon on mute.
Do you
I
not
did.
feel like Jason Tatum is better than this?
I do, but you got to put respect on the two-time MVP. There's no way he doesn't start. But I love Jason Tatum. He top 5 player of mine, favorite player of mine.
In the vacuum, take away all the accomplishments. Player,
I take Tatum. I take Tatum.
I'm taking Tatum over Giannis.
Yeah. Got to.
Why? Because he shoots the three better? Or shoots a jumper better?
Oh, he's literally a better player.
Would you
Yeah.
take Jaylen Brown over Giannis?
Offensively, he's a better player.
You wouldn't take Jaylen Brown over Giannis, but Jaylen Brown's better than Jason Tatum.
Not in my opinion.
I would probably take Jaylen Brown over Giannis too.
What you say was wrong with it, Jaylen Brown, Demond?
I said not in my opinion.
Everything shows that he's the better Celtic. It shows is on.
He's better on the defensive end, but Tatum,
he's more efficient than Tatum.
Yeah. But my thing is Tatum has stepped up a lot defensively, bro. Like
Tatum is like, I guess
his playmaking ability is
good in this. He gets the spotlight role. He's like he's like the person that everybody looks at. But JB be doing the dirty work, and it's like he's the reason they be winning.
Jamon, while we wait on my bad.
Do a lot of the other stuff, and he guards the best player. I think it's one thing to guard the best player, but it's another thing to guard the best player. Then go down there and be cash from threes, like he, you know what I'm saying? Well, Marcus Smart pick up the point guard if it's a point guard, but everybody else,
he picked up the best player.
They gonna miss Smart. His injury gone. They gonna miss him. I'm
saying Smart pick up the best player if it's a certain. On the wing,
of course he's not going to guard.
On the wing, JB will get him. Marcus Smart not bad in the post.
I seen
Marcus Smart not bad in the post.
I seen Marcus Smart guarding AD.
No, I'm saying that's what I say. He's not bad in the post. I'll take Marcus Smart in the post over JB, but on the wing, Jaylen Brown be shutting that down. He on the wing.
Yeah.
What you was asking me, bro?
While we wait on Brandon, who is your all-star starters for us, bud?
So my all-star starters in the East, I have Kyrie Irving averaging a career high in points per game and career field goal percentage, shooting well above 50%. Starting with him, I do have Bradley Beal. With the trade going on with James Harden, even though he's leading the league in assists, Harden has taken that step back as far as an offensive weapon. Of course, with KD and Kyrie being the efficient monsters they are, he's able to do more things, just letting the game come to him. And his points per games are going down, but he's doing what he needs to do to win games. So I think Harden will be the first man out. My next prediction of all three of them starting won't come into fruition, but that's okay. KD, the leading vote getter in the East, as well as I agree with JB, the best player in the East. Will Smart start at the 4 spot alongside Giannis, 2-time MVP, doing what he does, and Embiid, who has just been on a tear this year. So that's my starters for the East. Out West, I have Stephen Curry, in my opinion, the best point guard in the NBA. Damian Lillard will start alongside him. I love Dame's game. Has shown why he's in and out the best, I believe, the best clutch player in the league. Starting alongside him is my vote for MVP right now, LeBron James, playing at an all-time high, #WashKing. Starting at forward alongside LeBron, I have Kawhi. I disagree with Jalen's point that Paul George has been the best Clipper. He has played 20 games, missed the last 3 after scoring 36 on the 13 for 20 shooting effort against the Nets. Paul George is a baller, don't get me wrong. But Kawhi Leonard is averaging a career high 50% from the field. Well, second best career shooting, 50% from the field. He's also averaging career high 5 assists, and he's doing it all while having to deal with Reggie Jackson. So Kawhi definitely has to be a starter. And I love AD, but AD hasn't taken that step in what I predicted him in having an MVP season. And you may blame it on the Lakers not getting time to celebrate their championship. But regardless, Jokic has been better for him. And for that, Jokic has to start on the All-Star team. I'm sorry. So that is my All-Star starters. And I think AD will be my first man out. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's Paul George. But those are my starters for the West.
Gotcha. And last but not least, we got it in. You got the in, Lil B. Take it away, buddy. Your All-Star voter, your All-Star starters.
All right, man. We know in the West, we got Curry, MVP like year, doing it all. It's only a matter of time for the team to click. Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green. Got to get Wiseman back off the injury. But yeah, this Curry year, him and LeBron gonna be top 2 in MVP this year. Nobody can stop him. He's doing creative things. He's stronger than ever. It's his year. Luka, I like him in the backcourt with him. They're both all-around teams. All-around games. Luka is not scared of anything. Luka would do everything on the court, rebound, assist, score, nothing that he's doing, even though it's not going into wins, but it's all right. But I like Luka back there with him. And LeBron James, he's doing this. He's doing this in year 18. That's my bad. I ain't said. He's doing this in year 18. He going hard. Like, I can't even complain. Like, it's crazy how he can do this in 18 years, averaging the same. Like, this is lowest minutes per game, and he averaging more minutes than Zion and all the young bucks. Like, and then Paul George, MVP year, he doing it. He's still having a little bit of bad games, but I just still want to see him going to playoffs. Regular season don't mean nothing to me. Jokic, I always said him as a 6'10", 7-foot point guard. He the best big in the game. Like, he averaging triple doubles up 45, and next night going 54. Like, he can do whatever he can on the floor. Nobody can stop him. He's a magician with the ball. I don't see nobody stopping him as a big. And then Bradley Beal heading to the East. We know he need help. Even though Russ gave him one good game in Brooklyn, he still need help. That wasn't enough. Russ, it's not enough. And Russ needs to be traded. James Harden, he ever since he's been in Brooklyn, orchestrating the offense, he's better with the ball. He's a better point guard than Kyrie. I like Kyrie playing off the ball. Harden does his thing, rebounding, assists, points. I'll let Harden orchestrate the point guard all day. I'm loving what Steve Nash doing with that. Kevin Durant, best comeback of the year. Everybody know what easy money sniper do. Easy bucket. Hey, man, he going to get his buckets. What, he having like a 50, 40, 90 year? Like, he going crazy. And then B, second best big in the game. I just want to see him be more physical. He really don't be physical every time. I want to see him get 30, 20 every night. Like, when can I get that from him? And Giannis, we all know he don't have a jump shot. We all know he just, like James Harden said, take no skill to just go to the hole and just dunk. Like, I need to see more skill in shooting. So, yeah, that's my taste. I like him, though, right there. Nobody can beat that.
All right. That was a lot of hate you were spewing, buddy. You good?
Yeah, there's a lot of hate in Luka over Dame.
Yeah, that's wild.
I just don't see it or get it.
It's about the play style, bro, and what's Luka averaging. You know what I'm saying?
Dame is having his career high in assists.
Do you know what Luka is shooting from the 3 right now?
That don't matter.
Luka has the same career 3-point percentage as Draymond.
Luka shooting 31% from 31% from 3.
Damon, what you said you want your superstar shooter?
I need at least 45%.
Bro, he's still averaging triple doubles.
Bro,
He
I
got to
know.
do it by himself.
Hey, but when Russ do it,
Dame shooting 39 from 3.
He got to do it by himself right now.
No, but Dame is averaging 29.
So when Russ did that by himself too, it was a problem too, huh?
Dame averaging 29 points, Luka averaging 27. Dame averaging 7 assists, Luka averaging 9. And then rebounds, Dame is 4 and Luka's 8, but they're losing. They're losing.
That's what I said. I said it's just not going into wins. But
and
I
then
would rather
Dame doing it without CJ. They probably have a better record if he was still playing.
I just like Luka better than Curry.
That's what I already knew what it was about. Like when I saw Curry on the list with Luka, I said, "Oh, this is about his favoritism." All George made it too. I said, "Oh, favoritism."
No, I really like Kawhi right there, but
no,
it was just,
wait, who was the other one? You had Harden favorite. You put all your favorite players on there, so that don't ever come.
How that was favoritism?
Don't get mad at me for putting AD on mine. You gonna put all your boys on your.
Bruh, Harden deserved to be right there, bro.
I had Harden and Bill, but I more so that Lucas. I was like, all right, it's preference.
That's just me. That's just
we know. We know.
But I think everybody that was made every list is an all-star. I think that's a consensus. Every player you've seen out of all 6 lists, one of them gonna be all-star.
Well, except for AD.
AD gonna be all-star.
No, I can't say that. I don't think Levine might be the player who don't make it. I think that might be the big snub. That might be the big snub. I'm just letting you know.
It's 6 guards, right?
It could be Levine though.
6 guards in the East. So it's only 6 spots in the East. So Harden, Kyrie, Jaylen Brown,
Bill. I mean, yep. Then
Harden.
Ben Simmons.
Oh no, he playing better than Ben. He could.
But the coaches think Trey Young. Like,
wait, say it again. Oh, that last spot is gonna be hard. That last spot is gonna be hard. So we said
Jimmy Butler, but you know Jimmy Butler missed time.
Harden, Kyrie, Bill,
Brown,
another one,
Brown,
Jaylen Brown,
Tatum,
Ben Simmons.
no Tatum.
Tatum a forward.
It's the last 2 spots.
Ben.
I'm saying the last 2 spots can come down to Ben, Levine,
Trey Young. Maybe Laurie get in. The coaches like
Colin.
Laurie, bro.
Stop it. Stop.
Colin and Colin.
All right. Not Laurie, Van Fleet.
No, I think them 3. I think it's gonna come down to Simmons, Levine, and.
All right. I'm just saying right now the Bulls are 10-14. We know the coaches like winning, and they're not a playoff team right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if the coach don't pick Levine, bro. I'm sorry. It's just facts.
I mean, they close to the playoffs though.
If Ben don't get in, I think that if Ben don't get in, I don't know.
Ben shouldn't get in. Why is he going?
That's what I'm saying. Like, but wait, is it 2 spots?
Best record in the East, you haters.
And y'all don't like Ben because he don't score that much, but he's high in everything else.
And they're the number 1 team in the East.
I like Ben. I
don't value winning.
And hurts.
I just don't value him.
Why we never talk about this?
I don't want to see that in the All-Star.
Doc Rivers got Tobias Harris averaging 20.
Yes.
Tobias was good with him in LA.
When he was in LA, that was cooking.
That was good.
Tobias was good in LA with.
Yes, with Doc. That's when he elevated with Doc.
I didn't remember that.
Yes.
Hey, Jace, you just can't say when it don't matter when winning does matter.
I understand it doesn't matter, bro, but I'm talking about this is the All-Star game, bro. Like,
it should be.
Nobody don't want to see Ben with that non-shooting stuff, bro.
You sound like Jaylen.
I'm just
real. Like, that's boring.
For the people, this is for the best players in the game. I understand winning is a team. That's a team effort for one. It's a team effort. Being an all-star is you. That's you yourself.
Ben averaging 13 points, 13.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, 8 assists. So he might not make it.
That's average.
Trey averaging 26.4 bro. Trey averaging 26.4 I like Trey to make it regardless.
I can't wait till the snubs come out. Then I have to come on here and defend the All-Star system. Like,
if Ben Simmons make it over Trey Young, I'm a riot. I'm telling you that right now.
A snub is coming, and when it does, and when I'm defending that the snub is right, don't be mad at me. I'm just letting you know.
Zach LaVine is having a great year, bro.
They're 10-14. They're currently
13.
Currently the 10th in the East.
Draymond stat line. Let Jared tell it.
Draymond stat line. That's what I said. I take Trey and Levine.
All right. Before we go to music, I just want to hear you guys' takeaways from this NBA basketball in the last week. Who want to kick it off?
Anybody's loving Curry?
What'd you say?
Anybody's loving Curry right now? Y'all saw what he did against the Spurs?
I seen that half-court shot.
You seen that layup? Oh my God.
That's it, B. That's all you got? Only Curry?
No. What else?
That's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You watch.
I watch. I mean, it just ain't nothing really major.
All right, Jace, what you got for us?
Update.
What you say, Jay? Not JB. What you say? You go.
No, I'm saying like no Ant-Man update. You ain't watching your boy?
Man, and I mean, they losing, and then it's like you really can't see what Ant doing. So it's like,
Yeah, you
They-
can't. You watch the game.
They was losing when their best player was out. Thank God,
Yeah.
that.
like he's just now starting. Like he's just now getting into a little groove. So it's like he averaging 20 though over the last 5 games.
They should have been starting him, but I guess they won't throw him into the fire. And then now he start, and they trying to get Cat back up to speed. They season probably over though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you missed the mark on that.
Oh, but I love LaMelo starting though. They should have been did.
Yes.
Melo only started because Devontae got hurt. I want that to be known.
Rookie of the
Right.
year.
I think Rozier hurt.
Great. And
Now
Devontae
Rozier
hurt.
come off the bench.
Rozier
Oh,
caught
all right,
the bench,
all right.
where he should have been coming off from the jump.
I think LaMelo should start.
No, I think he should start, but they started him when Devontae got hurt.
Nah,
Because
him and
Yeah.
Bridges really got a great
I think he
mix.
should
I
start.
love that.
Devontae, if Devontae would start at the 2 when he come back, Devontae is not bad, like at all. He
Rozier's who I'm thinking about. That's
yeah, that's what I was saying. Rozier should come off the bench. And then
But LaMelo-
in them situations where his defense needed, he's the best defender, the best wing on-ball defender they got as far as a guard.
LaMelo has elevated Miles Bridges' game. Though. I'm saying.
Yeah, they play good together. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
And he found a shot too. That's what everybody was talking about. All he getting is assist and rebounds. Where the shot at? And now he in his groove. And now
Exactly.
every week he a highlight. Every day he a highlight. Every day they play he a highlight.
It's LaMelo Center now.
It is. It was Lucas Center last year.
It was. And it was a little bit of Zion. Can't forget about Zion.
Bro.
JB, what you got?
I think it's time
Quality
for
going
us
crazy.
to say we was wrong about Washington, man. I don't think nothing can save them, dog.
Nothing can save.
I do agree, but I just don't think like what Brandon thinks saying is
Hey, I don't like
blaming
the fact
Russ
that you blame Russ.
because they're losing without Russ, so you can't put the blame on Russ.
They lose without him, they lose with him, and they was losing when they had John Wall too. So when they had John Wall, they was winning, but that was 2 years ago.
that he can't. That 2 guard, like he got to have another
Their team,
really
bro,
like
their team is really bad. I don't
scoring
think-
guard with him.
If you watch the games, the issue isn't so much offense. Their defense is
It
so
is defense.
terrible. Late on switches, no communication.
They be letting boys cut back doors, just easy buckets. Like I be
It's not-
saying,
The
There's
team is
no
not that
force in the
good.
paint stopping anybody from getting to the bucket. They're
They need,
terrible
like-
closing out on 3-point shooters. Like they're just terrible.
They need 2 or 3 more pieces, bro. I think they understand that. Like they need a new big low key. Like they should be doing everything in their power to try to convince Drummond to come play with them boys. And they
Everything should be defensive.
need a 3 too. They don't really have a 3. Like Bill and Russ low key do everything. I like Uchimara. That Danny Avija dude they drafted.
Yeah, I don't really know about much.
I don't think that was worth. I don't think they should have did that.
Not that pick.
Bertans can shoot lights out.
They had the 4th pick, didn't they? And they picked Danny Avija.
Yes.
I feel like he's gonna take some time to develop. Rui
Right.
tomorrow.
No, they didn't have the 4th
I
pick. They had a
believe-
9th pick. I'm sorry.
9th pick.
Yeah, he, though.
Obi was there, wasn't he?
I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, he could have.
Ninth?
I might look
Obi
at the
went to the
draft order.
Knicks, and the Knicks had one pick.
The Knicks had 2 picks, I thought, in the first.
They picked him with the first pick though.
I thought they picked Obi with the first.
Okay,
would
so
say
Obi
he-
was going
they
at
had-
5.
But no, you're right. Obi was going at 8. Then Denny was going at 9.
Ah, so that's why they didn't get him. Yeah, that. Who went after him though? You see it?
Jalen Smith, who played for the Suns.
Mm-mm.
Then
Next.
then Devin Vassell from the Spurs. Then the Kings drafted Hilberton, Tyrese.
They should have got.
oh, he was a
They should've got
sleeper.
Tyrese. They should have got Tyrese.
Yeah, he been balling. He been the second best rookie.
They could have got Tyrese. They let Maxey fall. They let all these. Who the other?
Maxi playing?
That dude for the Spurs not bad either. And Pop gonna make him fall.
Got
That's
Cole Anthony fell. They didn't give RJ Hampton, Emmanuel quickly.
quickly. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
Quickly
Halliburton
going
at,
crazy.
Halliburton at 9 would have made perfect sense.
is Maxi playing?
He played sometimes, and when Ben was hurt, he played
harder and moved Ben to the
4 where he used to be. Yep.
yes,
They need to get that boy some burn.
move
Yeah,
him.
that's why I said the Wizards low key. I don't like they thought Avija was gonna be their Luka, but
Luka.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just
So-
gotta give him time to develop.
Yeah, no. I think he could be a good player, but as far as when you went and traded for Russ, what you thought everybody was thinking y'all was gonna be on?
Yeah,
Right.
I thought y'all was gonna be a playoff team.
Defensively, they're terrible. That's the whole part of why they lose games. You can score 125, but your opponents
And
literally score
then how
130.
you just let Shump just sit at home and let Brooklyn call him? I'd have been called Shump.
Exactly.
If I was the Wizards.
It makes zero
Bro,
sense.
why is nobody calling Jamal Crawford? Like, they be so steep.
That ain't gonna help the Wizards.
It's
But
not
I
gonna
don't know.
No, Brooklyn need to get him. Bro.
Why?
They had him last year.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with somebody who could do good on
They
offense?
need
bad on
defense. They don't need no
Veteran,
more
a
scoring.
veteran, and a certified bucket.
They don't need no more buckets. They need.
What about
they need
defense?
a defender.
What about defense, Brandon?
He
That's
come
why they
off
bringing
the
in
bench.
Shump.
They need that.
Not
Hey,
really.
hey, this is what we're about to do. Give me one player who's been balling this season who has been not getting a lot of love. That's what we're gonna do.
Jeremy Grant.
That's not been getting a lot of love.
Yeah, not getting a lot of love. We're gonna go in order. Jaylen, then Jace.
Jeremy Grant, for sure. I gotta give Brew his props, bro. He called it most valuable free agent. He's out there balling. I don't know if it's due to Blake just not caring, like Jeremy can just do whatever he want to, but the guy has been special all season, and I feel as if he hasn't gotten not the respect, but the media attention that he should be getting. Like he should at least have some votes. I'm not saying he should get into the All-Star game, but he should have a couple. He should be like top 10 in voting, somewhere between that 9th and 10th spot.
Gotcha. Jace.
Listen, I've been watching a lot of Bulls, man. A lot of it. This past week, all right? Zach LaVine, bro. I gotta put some respect on my boy name, man. Last 3 games, bro, he's been going crazy. I think, let me look at my phone. 39, 35, 46, bro. Over 50% shooting. Like, I can't wait to watch these next few games, man. Like, this boy's going crazy. Although they're not winning as much as they need to, he putting in the effort. He just need another piece. He need another piece. But, hey, teach his own, man. Zach LaVine.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, you got it.
I got. Go ahead, bro. You can go because I couldn't narrow it down to one person. Like I really couldn't.
You know, you go.
They snubbing these dudes though. It's 3 dudes. Like 2 are young and 1 is a veteran. 2 are veterans.
I'll go. My player who's been balling when I'm not getting a lot of shine is DeMar DeRozan from the San Antonio Spurs. Having a career high in assists with 6.7, as well as having a career high in turnovers made per game. Career low in turnovers made per game, 1.7. This is the lowest since his rookie year in the season. He's been playing efficient basketball. And currently the Spurs sit at the number 5th seed, I believe. The number 6 seed at 14 and 11. And this team, we wrote this team off. It was in our playoff predictions, but we can't forget about Greg Popovich and his coaching. And DeMar DeRozan has been their best player on their team, man. Got to give him credit. Just solid, man. You know. Brandon, what you got for us?
The player that I feel like is not really getting enough recognition right now, you know what I'm saying, is Chris Paul down there in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul down there in Phoenix got them boys.
Took mine.
Chris Paul got them boys down there right in Phoenix. And nobody is even talking about it. They're winning. Everybody's playing together. Everybody is playing at a championship level, like playoffs. He got Devin Booker right. Devin Booker is taking the greatest shots, having to get into his spots. Chris Paul as well. Them boys are playing hard. I love what Chris doing, bringing that winning mentality in there, and they're playing hard.
DeMar.
Brandon took mine for Chris Paul, but I'm going to go ahead and say Draymond Green. Draymond is doing exactly what we thought he would do. The Warriors are sitting above 500 as the 8th seed. I mean, there's games this year that they definitely shouldn't have won, that they came out victorious. And Draymond is just leading this team. They don't have a lot of guys in there with experience of winning at all. And Draymond is just doing his thing. Doesn't have the stats, but continues to rack up techs and does his thing when he steps on the floor. So give me Draymond. But just to piggyback off what Brandon said about Chris Paul, this team is the number 4 seed in the West. It's the Chris Paul effect. just as much as we gave him the respect last year for OKC, and he made the All-Star game, and people said he shouldn't have. Definitely need to keep that same energy this year with Phoenix.
And Cut Carter, take us away.
I got over in the East. I have two players I couldn't leave out. Charlotte sits at 7th in the East with Gordon Hayward. I think nobody's talking about him. I think Jalen's probably gonna mention him too. Nobody's talking about the how he left Boston and is thriving outside of there, and everybody thought he was dumb, and everybody thought Charlotte was dumb for signing him. Also in the East, I have Julius Randle. The Knicks are the
I was gonna
ninth.
say that too.
Julius is averaging a double-double, like 20 and 10. They're winning games. I don't even know half the team. They just brought in Derrick Rose to give him some help. They can make the Alls, and they're not gonna beat none of the top seeds probably, but nobody expected the Knicks to be a playoff team.
They gonna play hard though.
Yeah, nobody expected the Knicks to be a playoff team off one.
Thibs don't play.
And last but not
I
least,
know
underrated. I think he's been underrated since he came in, and they put a lot of people over him as he came into the league. Kings sit at 12-2. De'Aaron Fox, nobody's talking about him, and they go as far as he goes, and he's leading that team. He is the best player, and it's like people forgot about him when he was at Kentucky. After he left Kentucky, nobody really talked about him. So,
All right. That was good. We can move on to music if there is no more basketball news. Talk to me. Why we haven't gotten a good album this year yet? What's going on? It's like 2020 all over again.
everybody waiting to see if they could tour.
Simple as
We
that.
haven't gotten a good album yet.
In 2021,
Everybody
Who's
waiting to see if
Icy
they
was
could
that
tour.
hard?
Red.
that was December, Jail.
Who's Icy?
I'm gonna pull off in the same pool.
Brandon, Jace, please.
That is a mixtape.
I listen to them with music taste, guy. I'm sorry.
No, Precisely is hard, but it is a mixtape.
Yeah, Bruiser just told you everything you need to know.
But now last week we got Shiesty season, which is what was my favorite drop last week. Got the weekend the highlights. We got Slim 400 Bompton. We got Polo G, GNF, okay. Smoke Perp featuring Lil Mosey. We outside. Got Cardi B up. John said it's a banger. I heard it too. It's all right. It's it's a Cardi song. You're gonna hear it on the radio. Jeezy dropped a song with Chris Brown and Mark Morrison called Provide. Jid dropped a song called Bro with Denzel Curry, and I heard he dropped a 3-pack as well. Lil Durk dropped the song with Kalani, Love You Too, is a remix. Freddie Gibbs and Schoolboy Q dropped a song called Gang Signs. Moneybagg Yo dropped a song called Time Today. NBA Youngboy dropped a song called Toxic Punk. I couldn't find it though. Is it on YouTube? I couldn't find it.
I find it. Yeah, I think it's just on YouTube.
Yeah, I tried to find it and I couldn't. I wanted to hear it. I didn't find it. And T Grizzly dropped a song called Late Night Calls. That's last week. But then this week, we're supposed to get
Nipsey.
Judas and the Black Messiah soundtrack, which features A$AP Rocky, Nipsey, Jay-Z, Lil Durk, Polo G, and more. That's the song. The Jay-Z and Nipsey songs is on there.
Sound like Black Panther excellence on that project. That's what it's looking like.
And it's gonna be on HBO Max too. I might have to watch that.
Oh yeah, I'm on that too.
Smoke Perp dropped the Psycho EP is out now. Lucky Day dropped Table for Two tomorrow for Valentine's Day. Young Thug, Meek Mill, and T Shine dropping a song called That Go. The snippet is hard, so I hope it's I think it's gonna be the one for the single off that Slime Language 2. Lil TJ got a song featuring Black called Calling My Phone. Roddy Rebel dropping a song with Nav called Jesse Owens. Doughboy and Lil Uzi dropping a song called Low Key. Brent Fayez dropped a song called Circles and a video for it. And I think he dropped a 3-pack as well, but it's like just the leak. He leaked it on his Instagram and Twitter. Guap That 400 dropped the song called How Many. Lil Nar and Trippie Red Missiles. Lucky featuring Lil Yachty. Greed. Shy Glizzy. White Lie. Yeah, and that's all supposed to drop tonight or tomorrow. Most excited for that Thug track with Meek. Oh, and the Nipsey and Jay-Z verse. Yeah, definitely want to hear that too.
Did Dirk The Voice come out in 2020?
The deluxe did.
2020?
Oh, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
Okay.
The original came out 2020.
Yeah. And that was Cut Carter just talking us to death with music. Stack on stack on stack.
Tell y'all new drops. I'm sorry.
What's it called? I think
listen
Moneybagg Yo will be coming out with a album sometime soon.
Yeah.
We still got a lot in store for 2021. It's not gonna live up to 2020. I don't think so. But hey,
I don't know what I'm more excited for.
2020 was like 2016. It was a beautiful time for music.
Hey, Brandon.
I don't know.
I assume you don't got a top 5 cut, Carter.
I just put hands and feet on Rod in the midst of our podcast, 44-0.
Brandon don't know what the playoffs look like. Brandon trashing matter.
Man, bro, them last 4 games.
All he did was run the ball under mine.
Nah, he was trying to pass it too, but I ran for 222 yards and 3 touchdowns with Cam Akers though.
44-0 though.
What you lost or you won?
If he would have lost, he wouldn't even be on here, Brandon. He was like, yeah, I got to get off.
Oh, God.
Carter, is there a top 5 we're doing today?
Did we do top 5 love songs last Valentine's Day? We can run it back though. Go ahead, give me a top 5. Top 5 love songs for your bae that make you think about your girl.
Brandon and Jay single just like you.
It's gonna be a whole lot of YB.
What song make you think about your girl? Or, you know, it could be anything about a girl.
Hey, Jaylen, let's go crazy, bro.
What about Bruiser?
Let's go crazy. Nah, Bruiser gonna be like, KK, Lebron.
Oh my God, man. Let me see.
I ain't like that one, Demar.
My list gonna be good.
All right, we're gonna do our top
5
love
debated.
songs
Top 5,
for
top 5.
Valentine's Day. Jace, you can kick it off first.
My list trash.
What do you say?
I said my list trash.
Oh. All right. Let me go.
No, I'll say your list trash too. Go ahead. Because that's what you thought he said. Your list is trash too. Go ahead, Jason.
How you gonna tell me what I think is a love song?
I'm saying, Demond, move around. Let my boy talk.
Like, man. All right, man. I got 2 honorable mentions. All right. No Love by Youngboy. Then I got To My Lowest by Youngboy. Okay. I'm gonna stop the Youngboy. Okay? I'm gonna stop it right here. Okay. So now at 5, I want to Be Your Lover by Prince. 4, Love and Happiness. 3, Pretty Young Thing by Michael Jackson. 2, Love by Music Soul Child. And number 1, boy, Marvin's Room by Drake.
I would just like to say you wasn't born for half of the
You
songs.
are one hurt individual. You are hurt.
Yes,
you
I am.
You need to go to therapy, my boy.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna say too much.
I said Valentine's songs. He gave heartbreak songs.
That's how I feel.
What he said to my Lois, I
I was
said,
gonna do all that too.
That's what I said. You said songs that maybe remind me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he said. So that's what I was thinking.
Hey,
Valentine's Day.
Brandon, take it. Brandon, take it off, man. Take it off, B.
Oh, I had Drake, Marvin's Room. I had Drake, Jaded. I had Roy Woods, Drama. I had Lil Durk, Internet Sensation. I had Lil Durk, Broke Up in Miami.
No, you didn't say Broke Up in Miami.
I'm ashamed to say I have one of those songs on mine as well.
Demond, please, we need some wholesomeness, bro.
I have the best list.
Talk to us, man.
The dirt, which
That was
Hey, if you riding with a girl that low-key got some hood flavor to it, they like when you ride dirt. Love some dirt.
Internet Sensation.
Love songs for the street.
All right, man. My honorable mention of Magna Carta Holy Grail Part 2 On the Run, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Boy meets girl. Girl, perfect woman. That's ace. Goated. Number 5, Love No Limit off What's the 411, Mary J. Blige. Number 4, Wasted Times, The Weeknd. I ain't got no business catching feelings anyway. I ain't got no business catching feelings. Boy, that song get you through some stuff, boy.
That's a heartbreak song.
Beautiful song nonetheless.
Number 3, Teenage Fever by Drake. More Life. Number 2, You're My Latest, My Greatest Inspiration, Teddy Pendergrass. And number 1, Dilemma, Kelly Rowland and Nelly. That's my jam.
JB.
All right, man. So my honorable mention: Skyline by Brent Faiyaz, Jodeci Feenan. Number 5 on my list, I have Damaged by Her. Very beautiful song. Love her, of course.
Yeah.
Number 4, I have Between Us, the original by Division. So I don't know if y'all heard that version, but it is amazing. 3rd on my list, Breaking My Heart by Mick Condition. Y'all boys wasn't even not yet. Y'all wasn't even born yet.
But you an old boy, but you old boy.
It's old.
We weren't even out yet.
Yeah, man. That's me and my lady favorite song, so I had to put that on there.
You know you old. Me and my lady, boy.
Number 2, I got P Fair, of course. Janae. I mean, I have to put that on there. Number 1, Jace. Boy, you got some taste in there. Boy, you should have had this number 1. Love by Music Soul Child.
Oh, yeah. Love. Hey. Yeah.
It's the epitome, man. You got to play that on Valentine's Day.
Actually, I ain't got no Valentine, but when I did, I played that.
I feel you. I feel it. I love it.
Brandon, you're wearing a jacket with a rose on it. Shut the hell up.
It's a broken rose.
All right, my turn. So for my list, got one honorable mention, but I gear these songs towards my relationship with my girl. So honorable mention, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. Shout out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 for that, Jim. Number 5, You Rock My World, Michael Jackson. And number 4, Garden, Say It Like That by SZA. Number 3, Dangerously in Love, 772 Love Part 2 YNW Melody. Number 2, Hold On, Just Hold On, We're Going Home by Drake. And number 1, Sauce Girl by Pierre Bourne.
You did it. But hey, he cannot laugh at you no more, Brandon. We are laughing at y'all together.
Damn, that was mean to mine. Hurt my feelings.
You'll be all right.
All right.
Carter, let's go.
All right, hold up.
Nah, don't change it now. Come on.
Nah, I'm just moving something down out my top 5. Yeah. All right, my honorable mentions are Moon River by Frank Ocean, If I'm in Love by Frank Ocean, Urgency featuring Sid by Lil Uzi, and Letter from Houston by Rod Wave. Number 5, I have Mine by Beyonce featuring Drake. Number 4, I have POV by Ariana Grande. Number 3, I have Internet Sensation by Lil Durk. Number 2, I have Always and Forever by Mariah the Scientist featuring Lil Baby. And number 1, I have Girl of My Dreams by Rod Wave.
Like father, like son, I guess.
Wait until this thing stop recording. I got a lot to say.
Right. Y'all, these are my songs. What songs y'all had a problem with?
Like father, like son.
What
No
song?
Lil Durk should be playing when you trying to be
Internet Sensation? Do you listen? Have you heard the words to that song?
Hey,
I know that's so hard.
Hey, play.
No, you gotta listen to
so
it.
many other
He's in
options.
love, bro. He has a whole project called Love Songs for the Streets.
Oh, God.
Girls like his music.
Play India.
I
Part
really
3.
should have said you said with A Boogie. That's what I should have
I'm
said.
not trying to lay down with no woman that got probation. That she got to go to her PO office every Wednesday.
Bro,
Right?
if you play India Part 3, you're gonna change your mind, Jaylen.
I was just confused that Brandon said broke up in Miami.
That one low key. That's a heartbreak song. I like it.
Up in the car.
Bruh, listen to the opening lines of this song, Jaylen. You just Internet Sensation. This is how I feel. I got your love attached to me.
I've heard the album. Dude.
So if you know the song, why are you dissing it?
I wouldn't put it.
He don't want to agree.
And you know I truly love you. It was never about no. Come on, bro.
Jesus.
I didn't say it, but that was just.
I thought we was cutting it. Never mind.
But nah, nonetheless, I mean, Jaylen, it's for right now, bro. I ain't gonna play it at my wedding, but you know what I'm saying?
Wedding. You gotta
Yeah, I
find
might.
somebody at a wedding.
At this
might
rate,
play-
you might
play
you
to my
might play
lowest.
it at the wedding.
At this rate, it ain't gonna be no wedding. How about that?
He gonna be like, babe, I really want to dance to this song. What is it? Internet.
I wouldn't dance.
sensation.
And that's a song you ride. Wedding, that's a song you dance to.
I'm playing to my lowest of mine.
You heard me deep when I
You
was.
think I was
That
down,
gonna be a depressing ass wedding.
Man, I'm gonna be a status pride. Never mind. I ain't gonna talk too much on that. I'm gonna say that when we.
You're gonna do that on your own YouTube page, huh?
Hey, if I have a wedding, bro, y'all boys make sure I get lit.
I seen
Y'all gonna be like, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Jace be saving his good talks for his own page. I peep it.
What you talking about, man?
Mm.
Don't Demond do the same thing?
Nah, it's different.
Mm.
When Demond come on here, he keep the same energy on both. You be lacking
So
on.
you telling me I ain't got the energy today?
The one today you did, but the last
Right.
week, you were
This is my
prepared.
first time coming back on here when I had the YouTube.
All right, I hear you, man. Is there any news breaking? Is that a podcast, you guys?
That's a pod.
It's nice to have a little B back. He said gonna be here every week now. We'll see if he stay committed. You know.
Yeah, man, I'm back with it consistently.
He will not be here next week.
Okay, man.
Let's put some money down.
That's the only way you show up.
Exactly.
This will conclude episode 91 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to you on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube. Follow us at Pack Life Pod or Pack Life Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Beside me is my cousin, Mr. Damon Geis.
Thank you for having me as always.
Diagonally, we got Slim Reaper, Mr. Jace. He's the what?
Hey, y'all go subscribe. The GOAT. GEAUXT. Yes, sir.
Below we got Mr. JB. My fault. Super Bowl champion Jaylen Benjamin.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
JB. I meant to apologize to you too, man.
Oh, that's all good, but I know you sorry. I knew the vibes. Appreciate y'all having me on, man. Hey, also visit patbrand.net. Grab your girl some gear. Grab yourself some gear. Come and shop with us. Buy black. It's Black History Month. Show us some love, viewers. Show us some love. Buy some gear. I wear it every day.
Big facts. That when we have the returning Lil B. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
All right. Last but not least, we got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
Like Jaylen said, go buy some Valentines Day. We got pink hoodies, stuff you can rock with your girl, and cutthroat.
And I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. 91 episodes in. We're 9 away from 100. Live sessions may be coming back soon. Got to just clear it with our COVID protocols with the acting chair of COVID protocols at this household. So, but we on the lookout, and we are out of here.
New Pack Life.